Hello and welcome back to the Madrid Urban Sports Virtual Edition. I am your host, Mathile Delorme, and we're here today for the skateboarding women's final. It's been an incredible competition. We started back on November 11th on social media. Urban World Series is the handle. The hashtag is Madrid Urban Sports, and the competition has been happening there. You've been making your predictions. We've been listening. If you've been happening on social media, you would have seen the quarterfinals and you would have seen the results for those today. The semifinal videos as well. Here we're going to have the results for the semifinal videos. It's been an incredible comp. 32 international athletes in a brand new online format. It's really been something else. We are here today for skateboarding women's. Now let's have a little sneak peek about what we can expect for today's competition. That is what we can expect today from the skateboarding women's at Madrid Urban Sports. Now I'm going to be joined by a wide variety of judges, ambassadors, all worldwide acclaimed. And today I'm joined by the none other than Mr. Kelly Hart, all the way from California. Hello, Kelly. Welcome back. Wow, nice dude.
Hey, thank you. I thought it looked nice for this event. Thanks for having me back. This is awesome.
I love this slick look.
I'm trying to try something new for 2020. It's almost the end. Might as well spice it up.
I mean, you and I were here for the quarterfinals. What did you have to think of this new online virtual format of skateboarding?
I think it's awesome. It's a different way of looking at skateboarding and filming, and a cool way of competing, but having fun at the same time.
I mean, and the bracket, what did we have to see at the quarterfinals? What really impressed you at that competition?
Oh, man. I just think it was more the way that people wanted to skate the spots and what they could do. It's just a different process, man. And they all did a great job.
Well, Kelly will join us throughout the entire competition for the men's and the women's, so stick around if you're waiting for the men's, since Kelly will join us. Skateboarding connoisseur. He's the man that loves to laugh and skateboard. That's his Instagram that said it, not me. And
True.
And let's have a look at the bracket today. We're going to get straight into the semifinals and the moment we've all been waiting for to crown our winner. But hang on for that. We'll see that in just a bit. Here we can see the bracket for the women's quarterfinals. This is what happened, and this is what we can expect to see in the semifinals. Kelly, what do you think of this matchup?
I mean, this is kind of heavy hitters right here. We'll see. I'm curious to see what happens, to be honest. I don't know what's going to happen.
And we've got Leal and Fujisawa. What can we say about that matchup?
I mean, to see a matchup like this is so different in skateboarding. It doesn't happen really like this. So I've never seen it before. I have no idea. This is going to be wild to watch.
Yeah, very rare new online format. And to help us with that, we have an array of 5 magnificent judges, one of whom will join us live today, none other than Vanessa Torres, also joining us live from America. Vanessa, welcome to the show.
Am I on? Am I
You're
here?
on.
Hey, look at us all surviving in 2020. Yeah, I'm stoked to be here. I was stoked to be brought on to help judge all of this. And yeah, this is kind of where we are right now. Everything is virtual, and but it's been fun though, nonetheless. I think just to watch everybody, I don't know, kind of go out there and then put all their stuff together, and it's exciting. It's a distraction from all the chaos that has been going on this year. So it's just fun to kind of get some sort of normalcy, I guess, in our industry. And I was just stoked to be brought on to help judge it.
Right.
So
Did you two? Do you two know each other?
yes.
Oh yeah.
We've
been friends for a while. Yeah.
That's my brother right there for sure.
You can give us some
We've
good
judged
gossip.
a lot of contests.
Yeah.
Oh, really? All right, Vanessa
Yeah.
can give us some good gossip on Kelly later on.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right. Well, Vanessa is live with us today, but she helped us judge our quarterfinals. And we have 4 other judges with us today. Let's have a look at that bracket now. We'll be joined by, wow, I mean, look at these judges. Guys, what can you tell us about the judges that we have lined up today?
I mean, they're legends, to be honest.
That's what I was gonna say.
I grew up watching all of them and watching their videos. Vanessa, it's pretty, same with you, but it's pretty cool that you got to work with these amazing people too.
Yeah. I've worked with Jesus before too, like in, SLS, weren't we all?
Yeah, we did. We've done it all. We've done it.
Yeah, that was the first
we've
time
been
that
all
I
over.
actually met him. He's awesome. Yeah, and his skateboarding's incredible. So I feel like we all know each other in some way. So it's cool to come together and work together on something like this. So.
Right, and stick around because Mr. Anthony Claraval will be with us later on. Let's have a look at this brand new format that we have for this first edition of Madrid Urban Sports. Here it is. What do you guys think about this format? Very different, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this is the... Go ahead, Vanessa, yeah.
No, I'm just thinking personally, when you're doing... we're all here for the first time trying to figure out what works for a virtual contest. So it's I feel like you have to actually narrow it down. And I think that's what's exciting is that it is actually totally different. It's a completely different format. And it has to be realistic as far as, we are doing this virtually. So I think it's exciting. It's totally new. So you get to see, skateboarders in kind of a different light, and where they're just specifically going out and getting specific tricks rather than having to put together, you know what I mean? They have more time to just go and have fun, that stuff. So.
So I keep hearing things in my headphones, super gnarly.
That's what we have for an online format. Things are happening all over the place. It's just amazing to have these 2 legends on the screen, Kelly Hart and Vanessa Torres. Thank you so much, both from America. We're in Madrid. As we were saying, we're all trying to figure it out. There are 8 riders. We saw the quarterfinals with Kelly earlier on. Vanessa was there to judge. Today we'll see the semifinals. We're judging, Vanessa and the 4 other judges will judge line, and then the big final will go to rail. So, shall we get into it? Let's see our first semi-final. Head-to-head, let's do it. It's Rayssa Leal and Nanaka Fujisawa and Filipino Didal against Brazilian Mazetto. Guys, what do we think?
What, you throwing this at me, Kelly?
I don't know.
These are my people, obviously, but I feel like all 4 of these skateboarders are incredible. They're all unique in their own way, and they each just bring something different to the table. So the whole versus thing was really interesting for me, because I was like, okay, well, I actually like this format, because it's you gotta come through with your stuff. You know what I mean? It's either you killed it or somebody killed it harder. And they're all incredible skateboarders, but alas, this is a versus contest. So it's you need to step it up. So they all rip, but
yeah, I'm curious to see what they do
and
to see. I think they're gonna learn from this scenario right now, but for next year how they do it, because it's the strategy to it. I think people are learning right now and seeing it, but once they do it, they go through it this year, next year it's gonna be a whole different thing where they're gonna elevate it so much higher,
Yeah, super exciting first time to do something like this, I think. And I think everyone that was involved enjoyed being a part of it, no matter, what the results were or anything. But for sure, I think people were just stoked to like put together some skate clips and like submit it and then just kind of see what happens, So
and it's a whole new generation right here.
Yeah.
They're so much younger than.
Young
it's amazing.
Group of super talented riders. I think we're all super pumped to see what they have to offer. Shall we get into it? Let's go to the first semifinal. Let's see it.
Big time, knowing that diamonds in my teeth, got a lot of shine. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. Big time, lot of slime. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign.
I mean, woof.
Yeah, wow. Both clean.
I feel like when I was judging too, I was watching these clips like just simultaneously and just multiple times. I'm like, okay, because you're thinking about, technical, and it's just like both tricks are sick. Obviously, I think I went with Nanaka's Smith kickflip because I just feel there's a lot more that could go wrong there, you know what I mean?
For sure. Definitely a little more technical.
Yeah.
And both super clean, but I think the Smith kickflip kind of takes it on that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And it's a ledge off. It goes off a step to be true, So
Yeah.
There's
a lot more going on. There's a lot more risk, I guess you could say.
Two incredible riders. Let's see what Vanessa and the other 4 judges had to say about this. Let's see it. All right, first matchup, Leal and Fujisawa. Oh. Vanessa, did you know what the other judges had to say?
No, I did not, and I think I kind of enjoyed that whole process.
Right.
Because, it was just speaking from my heart, the truth from my heart, what I believe to be, just doing this as long as I've been doing it. That was my number one choice out of the 2. And no, I didn't get to see any. I was sending my picks separately in a separate email, so I don't think anybody saw who I chose either. So
you didn't talk to the judges at all about it?
Nah, man, it wasn't. This is different times, Kelly. Come on, man. Different times, you know what I mean?
Different times for sure.
Yeah, just
Kelly, are you surprised by that one?
To be honest, no. They were both great tricks, but I think a Smith kickflip is definitely more technical, and it was super clean, both of them. But I think, the Smith kickflip takes the cake.
All right, Madame Nanaka Fujisawa from Japan will head to our final. Let's get into the second one. Didal and Mazetto. Let's see it, second semifinal.
Big time, knowing that. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Big time, lot of slime, smoky in the air, that's a lot of.
All right, I'm gonna start talking on that one.
You take it.
Honestly, this was really tough for me because this is semis. So whoever, you know what I mean, whoever gets chosen out of these 2 is moving forward. So you know how it goes, Kelly. It's like things they get even more. They're already it's super tense anyway. But when you start getting closer to just like, you know what I mean, semis, you're climbing towards finals and stuff like that. Like things get really crucial. And I know this is virtual and it's fun and everything, but these riders are actually submitting their hard tricks and stuff, and they're out there putting in work. And it's like, we want to do them. I want to do them right, And but this one I was trying to figure out because I was like, okay, Gaby has so much speed. And I think that also just whoever was filming her made it look super sick as well. So you have like creativity, you have the fact that she's there's speed. I always like speed. And she's kind of like threading the needle in some way. That's kind of how it appealed to me. And then also Margie's, back nose grind 180 out. I was like, it's sick, but it's like lost speed. I feel like at the end of, coming off the ledge, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to go with Gaby, you know? Like I just said, that was my choice. But
Did you put in like thought of like the actual spot involved with like this?
Yep.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I
That
think
is a cool spot.
Yeah, with Gaby's too is like it was a little like, you know, grimier. You know what I mean? I feel like Margie found a dope ledge. Like that thing looks super fun. You know what I mean? But I was like, okay, that's where you differentiate. I feel like things as well. It's like how grimy is the spot? Like how gnarly is it? And also tricks, like trick selection too. Obviously, Margie's trick is dope, and I probably can't even do it. But
It doesn't matter. You're judging on what's better, you know?
Yeah, all the things together, you know? So.
Alrighty. So, Kelly, Vanessa, let's see what the judges had to say. Who will join Nanaka Fujisawa in the big final? Ooh!
Oh.
Didal.
Oh.
Didal takes it. The young Filipino Margielyn Didal will join Nanaka. Guys, thoughts on this lineup?
It's a great lineup. I think, you know, hey, Vanessa, I don't know if I would have chosen the back Smith, but I understand what you're saying. They're both a little different and harder to judge because, yeah, one's a little more technical, ledge off stair, one's a ledge through a gap, back Smith, you know. But I think, you know, it's a little bit surprising to see, but they're both talented.
Either way, I'm happy because everyone that's involved in the whole like women's process too is just like I know them all. I've seen, you know what I mean. I've watched them over the last like 5+ years, so it's just sick to see either of them like get in there and you know, and also be a part of this and get to watch them skate. You know what I mean? Especially like in the streets, which is also different about this contest too. Is because like when we go and we judge contests, there's like pre-built, you know, courses, and it's not like you get the raw effect of, you know what I mean, going out and stuff. So I thought it was really cool for me.
It's interesting to see Margie, like we've seen her in contests. Well, she does like the really, really tech, like 50-50 late back foot flips. I'm surprised that we didn't see something like that in this.
You might have seen it in her line. It might have been her line that she did for sure. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's interesting to see what people put together and then what you're not used to seeing, especially in a contest like setting. You know what I mean? Pre-built, not streets, you know? So that's really cool.
Totally.
Yeah. I'm not upset. I'm so exposed right now, though. I picked Gaby. So let it be known. And I'm really glad that Margie got in there because she's also dope.
So it's going to be Margie Didal against Nanaka Fujisawa. Let's see this final lineup. Here we go. Here it is. Fujisawa and Didal will battle it out in just a second. We're not done. We'll see them later on battle it out for the final. But we have the battle for third place that we're going to get into right now between Rayssa Leal and Gabriela Mazetto. I mean, wow. Let's see what these two riders have to offer. Right? I mean, what do you say something about this one, guys? It's going to be a hard battle for third.
I mean, what? This is like Brazil versus Brazil, dude. Like, at the end of the day, Brazil doesn't care as long as someone's going.
Exactly.
So they're both super sick and different style of skating and different choices of tricks. So I think it'll be really interesting to see who comes out on top with that.
All right. Definitely. So let's head to Brazil where we're going to battle it out for third position. Let's see these girls skate.
Lot of slime, smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine.
Both rail tricks. I mean, front blunt stands out to me on that one.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at, Vanessa?
I don't remember. I think it just like came down to I can't remember if they're like man-made rails, like you know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yeah.
Whatever, but
are they at skate park?
The front blunt supersedes a front board. Like at any point, there's like way more risk in a front blunt than there is in a front board. That's like front board is like, you know, like I don't know. That's like it's the only trick I'll do down a rail these days. But it's like
you could argue though that the rail that she front boarded is a little bit bigger than the front blunt.
There's just exactly. There's more risk factors. Yeah. That was my whole thing with the back Smith too. Was just like, you know, grimier, like gnarlier, you know. Earlier spot, but nonetheless, I think front blunt is definitely.
All right. So we have one spot left for the bronze medal. What do the judges have to say? Which Brazilian will take the bronze medal? Here we go. Oh, unanimous. Unanimous decision across the board. Guys, thoughts on this one?
Wow, really? Front board took it on that one?
It took Kelly a couple of seconds to register.
Wow. I mean, both great tricks. I wonder, I couldn't really tell by the footage like how much bigger the rail was, but.
Honestly, I think what may have happened was that Gaby's front board was actually in the streets and Rayssa's front blunt was in a skate park.
That totally makes sense.
Contest is like has to be in the streets, so I think there might have been some like, you know, I don't know. That's why.
No, I agree. Yeah, this should be in the streets. You know, like you have this time to go skate the streets and, you know, take it to them. Don't be going to the skate park. It's your one time you can go skate the streets.
Yeah, trial and error.
Well, the bronze medal goes to young Brazilian Gaby Mazetto. Congratulations, Gaby. We'll see that bracket in just a second. Okay, guys, now it's about to get wild because it's time for the final, and we'll be joined by none other than Colin Mckay. We have Colin on the line with us today. He's going to be with us for this grand final. Colin, hello and welcome.
He's like, what?
What's up, Colin?
Sorry, the old mute button was on.
Oh, he was on mute. It all goes with the new online format, Colin. You're good.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Colin is none other than the founder of Plan B Skateboards. He'll be joined by Kelly Hart and Vanessa Torres to comment on this big final for the women's skateboarding Madrid Urban Sports. Guys, there you are, all on the big screen. So much talent on one screen.
I'm happy to be a part of this crew right here. This is awesome.
When is the last time you guys saw each other?
I think it was in Brazil the last time that we were all together last week.
Really? In Brazil?
All of us. Yeah, all of us for sure.
Believe so, yeah.
Colin, what do you think of this new... Oh, go on, Vanessa.
And I'm a 45-year-old vert skater, and even I know that the footage has to be in the real streets and not a skate park. So.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just some miscommunication that happened, and whatever. That's how it goes.
And we all know Rayssa is going to be the most famous women's skateboarder ever, so we don't feel too bad for her.
Not already, yeah. So we're good.
Totally.
Colin, what are your thoughts on this new online format of skateboarding?
I think it's cool to come up with something for everybody to do. You know, work with what we got and make it happen, and hopefully we'll look back and appreciate just doing something cool like this when we needed to.
And let's see who our big finalists are today in the women's skateboard. Here we have it.
Big time. Knowing that.
Guys, what about this matchup? Japan and Philippines head to head. Margie and Nanaka, what do we think?
I mean, I don't even know what to expect right now. Nanaka's really surprised me on this one, and Margie, she's so talented. You never know what she can pull through next in the final. So,
yeah, I definitely think we see. Well, personally, I feel like Kelly and I both see a lot more of Margie's skating than Nanaka's. I've skated with Nanaka. She rides for Meow. She's come to the States and stuff like that. And that girl throws down. Like, so the thing is like, she literally has an arsenal of all kinds of tricks. You know what I mean? She skate rails, she skates stairs. Like, she can get technical, obviously, the Smith kickflip. But both of them are just dope, dude. And it's just like a different style of skateboarder. So you just, you know, I'm just interested to see like what they choose. You know what I mean? Just admit.
Colin, any thoughts?
Yeah, Japan versus the Philippines. I'm a fan of Margie, having seen her skate in real a couple times. She's a rad little all-around skater. This is my first time seeing Nanaka, but I love that Smith kickflip out. And again, I appreciate the ground that she was skating on there in this contest. So I don't know. It's going to be cool to see.
All right, well, a screen full of talent. And let's have a look at who will be crowned champion Madrid Urban Sports Skateboarding Women's Final. Let's see it.
Big time, knowing that. Diamonds in my teeth, got a lot of shine. That's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. Do it, big time. Lot of slime, smoky in the air. That's a lot of
Let me be first to say that I'm pretty sure my pick was Nanaka. And I'll just tell you why.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, one being just the spot in general. Also, like the length of the grind. A lot more can go wrong on a front feeble. Like that spot was just grungy, dude. Like it was just, the rail was tight, but also I really liked Margie's like 5-0 as well. I mean, both tricks are sick. Like both clips are sick. Also, I'm just gonna say that I went with I picked Nanaka at this time in between the two for sure.
Yeah, I feel like Nanaka's rail's a little bit longer, and she held it good. She did it well. Margie's 5-0 almost looked like a front salad in a weird way. You know what I mean?
It was actually it's just
you
like
couldn't really. There wasn't long enough to grind that much or whatever, but maybe it would be better to have a different angle of that trick as well. That thing that Nanaka had for her, she had two different angles.
Yes, she did. Yes, sir.
That might have helped her a little bit, and the judges score that.
Hey man, filming counts. I feel like it really. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, in the video parts, the filming counts. You know what I mean? That's what makes it that much better.
Cool about this whole format too is that like people are obviously going out and filming everyone that's involved, so they're gonna like put their taste on it, and that's been enjoyable.
All right, yeah, Colin, thoughts before we head to the judges' decision?
I mean, I'm all about how something's done over what's done. And both were dope tricks, but Margie needs a couple more stairs under there. And I love that Nanaka was just like fully on top, fully committed to the situation. So I give it to Nanaka.
Yeah.
Nanaka of Japan. All right. Our three guests here seem to have the same opinion. Let's see what the judges had to think and who will be crowned women's skateboarding finalists. There we go. There we have our 5 judges again. Here we go. Let's see it. Anthony. Wow. Okay.
Oh.
There we go. Across the board.
Where's the confetti?
You guys all agree. Congratulations, Nanaka. I mean, we're not surprised, are we?
No. But everyone ripped. It was an awesome contest to be on the receiving end of being able to watch everything that was, submitted to. It's just really cool to see all of them out there still like skating during this time, and I don't know, being a part of something super fun, super rad. So.
I mean, what a great opportunity for this young Japanese skater, considering that next year, fingers crossed, the Olympics will be in Japan, in her home country, and skateboarding will be added to the Olympic program. I mean, what are our thoughts around that and her kind of probability for Tokyo 2020 and the first Olympic Games?
I mean, personally, I think it's extremely high. I've seen her out at a lot of contests that we have judged as well. I just think we haven't seen as much street skating, just out in the streets, and that's about as
This is what's cool about this is like a lot of these skaters I've seen here from the contest, and I've never seen street footage of them. So it's so different to see them out in the streets. And I will say, I'm really actually proud of your guys' decision on what was the last round, the front board versus the front blunt. You guys really did take in the fact that like the street footage, like that's what this contest is about, So it's really cool, and I respect all the judges did a great job, and the skaters did as well.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, there you have it, our champion Nanaka Fujisawa of Japan. Now we spoke to Nanaka earlier on about this brand new online format, how it felt to win, and her thoughts for the future. Let's hear from Nanaka.
結果を聞いた時はとっても嬉しかったです。私にとってオンラインコンテストはこれが初めての経験なのでワクワクしながら見ていました。インスタグラムを通して皆さんと結果を共有できるのもとてもいいなと思っていました。LINE は自分の限界の技に挑戦しました。撮影時はとても辛かったんですが決めれてよかったです。ちょっとスケッチーだったんですけど、他のライダーの方々も皆さんすっごくかっこよくてとてもいいなと思いながら見ていました。結果を知った時は本当にすっごく嬉しかったです。皆さんの応援のおかげでここまで来ることができました。本当にありがとうございました。これからも大会やストリートスケート頑張っていくので見守っていただけたらとても嬉しいです。ありがとうございました。バイバイ。
Her energy is awesome, dude. Obviously, I do not speak Japanese, but
You guys got all of that, right? I saw Colin nodding his head.
And she was grateful for the opportunity to be in the contest, and she appreciated respecting that she was in the real streets, not a park. So that was really cool.
Colin Mckay, everybody, our translator.
I'll say, no, she's rad. She's a rad kid, and I'm extremely talented and a joy to be around. I've always had a really good time around hanging with her and skating with her. So I'm really stoked that she was able to, take this one, because she put in work and she came out on top because, she killed it. So that was awesome.
Yeah. I think what's cool about this is that everyone in the contest is so young and up and coming. That's going to be really, really awesome to watch them grow and watch their skateboarding. It's really cool.
All right. Well, my wonderful people, thank you so much for joining us today and being a part of this peculiar, live sports skateboarding edition in a very peculiar 2020 context. It's amazing to have you all here on screen, and thank you very much for being a part of this. And we hope to see you in Madrid next year for 2021 physical event, right? Fingers crossed.
I'll be there.
Yes, yes. Let us know.
If it's sick, we can do it.
Yeah.
And thank you to all those magnificent skateboarding legends that joined us here today to comment the women's final of the first edition of Madrid Urban Sports. Let's have a look at the podium and have a look at who won. Here it is. Bronze medal went to Brazilian Gaby Mazetto. Silver went to Didal from the Philippines. And gold, none other than Nanaka Fujisawa, who we just heard from today. What an amazing competition. And now we will be joined by one of the very people that made this event possible, Sofia Miranda. She's the sports counselor of Madrid City Council. Welcome, Sofia.
Hi, how are you?
Hello. Very well. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Busy, no? Lots of work to make this event possible.
Yeah, but very, very happy to be here finally.
We're so happy to have you here. Once again, thank you so much to make this virtual event possible. Madrid Urban Sports is the first edition and it's virtual. What assessments had to be made from the City Council to turn a physical event into a virtual one?
Well, I must say that it was not an easy decision to make, because we were in the middle of this pandemic situation, worldwide. So we did have to make a difficult decision. The first one was like, okay, we can do nothing and just postpone it for next year, or we can take the difficult path and try to reconvert it into a digital event. And we decided to make it difficult. But to take the difficult path, but finally we are here, and we are very, very happy because it gives the opportunity to the city to show the world that we are ready to have it in a physical next year, that Madrid is a modern city, and we love urban sports. So.
Yeah, and you did it. You turned a physical event into a virtual one, and it was a huge success. We've seen athletes from all over the world, really at an international caliber. It's been incredible. What role really does Madrid have? What role do urban sports have in this city?
Madrid is a very big city, and the youngest are already taking the city, converting the city in their field, right? But the city hall is like just falling apart into that culture tendency. So we thought that if we want the youngest people to practice a sport, we should offer them a better offer, right, but also show them that we are supporting them.
Right, and I think this event is definitely a first step into doing that, into really giving the city an urban sports presence. This virtual event was a success, Sofia. Will we finally see, fingers crossed, in 2021, the virtual event turn into a physical one next year at Madrid, Rio, Matadero?
There's nothing more that I would like to. I mean, we hope so, right? But we don't know how this is going to, the pandemic situation is going to go, but our objective is to have it next year in Madrid, Rio, and we hope that all the people that have already participated in the virtual event can come to Madrid, enjoy the city, and enjoy the contest.
We'll come back, and it is a beautiful city. We'll see some images later of Madrid. It is really an amazing location to host this event, and we're very eager to see all these athletes back. Thank you again, Sofia, so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
And now let us go to our second round of the freestyle battle, Madrid. And we are in Madrid, we're in Spain, so the freestyle battle is in Spanish. Nonetheless, it's amazing to watch. After that, we will finish the program with the final men's skateboarding. It'll be the last sport competition of the program. One winner will be crowned the first of Madrid urban sports. Let's see it. Thank you, Sofia.
Thank you.
When you couscous. Vuelve a Madrid. Vuelve a cantar, vuelve a Madrid. Vuelve a bailar, vuelve a salir. Vuelve a cantar, vuelve a Madrid. Vuelve a bailar, vuelve a salir. Vuelve a cantar, vuelve a Madrid.
Puedes definirme como una estudiante de danza, pero también soy arquitecta y kickboxer. Y quiero una app que sea como yo, que además de ayudarme a gestionar mi dinero, me ofrezca mucho más, con la que pueda disfrutarlo todo con mis amigos, hasta llevar las cuentas de la cena del sábado, y sin necesidad de tener una cuenta bancaria. Descárgate la app y descubre el nuevo Imagine.
Muy buenas, ¿qué tal estáis todos? Aquí me presento de nuevo, EU de Urban Rooster. Estamos aquí en Madrid, Urban Sports Virtual, para hacer una pequeña exhibición de lo que es la Liga de Freestyle Profesional. Ya sabéis, un deporte mental, un deporte urbano como los que estamos viendo durante todo el día. Antes hemos hecho una pequeña dosis, si lo habéis perdido, pues bueno, lo siento, pero ahora vamos a hacer una segunda, vamos a poner a prueba. Estoy aquí con mis chicos Mr. Ego, estoy aquí con mi chico Mark y por supuesto mi hombre orquesta DJ Phoenix. Así que nada, voy a explicar un poquito cómo va a funcionar. Ahora vamos a complicar un poquito las cosas. Vamos a hacer un formato que se llama Hard Mode, en el cual salen palabras cada 5 segundos y ellos tendrán que improvisar todo en tiempo real. ¿Estáis preparados? ¿Estáis preparados en casa? Seguro que sí. Phoenix, cuando quieras.
Sí.
Sí. Sí. A ver. Mark, ¿estás listo? Se lo damos en 3, 2, 1. ¡Dámelo!
Dámelo, yo soy el chaval que siempre se meó en los gallos de corral. Rapeaba desde crío, no les hacía la tijera, pero si se ponen tontos yo ya cortaba cualquiera.
Sí.
Haciendo un easy move, a mí tú no me jodas. Yo tengo la espada como Zorro Ronoa y tranquilamente mi hermano me la pela claro. Si está el cielo soleado, si está nublado,
¿Cómo?
yo salgo igual. No soy como un ocupa de esos que te meten en su casa, los hijos de puta.
Sí.
Madre mía, loco, yo no quiero lamer ninguna droga que no quiero nombrar bien. Lo mío es puro veneno, es puro queroseno. Si te lo meto bien tienes que observar cómo yo sueno. Yo juego a las damas y juego al ajedrez. Lo mío es la estrategia hasta que te da la sed. Jugando en la mesa, nos rellenamos la copa hasta que nos cambia la cara y se nos pone de idiota. Tú lo sabes, como el otro día, qué chaval. El Marquito rapeando aquí es un jodido animal. Yo no te doy un discurso, nos ponemos a poner el brazo en la mesa y te gano el pulso. Oler, madre mía, me lo ponen mazo difícil para no hablar de las cosas de las que no puedo poner.
Tiempo. De lujo, como veis. Es una disciplina complicada, palabras cada 5 segundos. Pero se lo damos 3, 2, 1. Mister.
What up, Sean? La primera es tierno, en el tierno Galván volvió el Juan y se volvió todo enfermo. Así has visto cómo te enternezco. La vuelta ciclista, la vuelta de la pista del artista tu ruedo. Estos son rápidos, has visto quién acaba hasta los huevos. Mr. Ego brindará con cava el día de tus muertos. Allí estará en la tala del árbol en el desierto. Y ha vuelto a Gaara que lo tengo bien por dentro. iTunes, hay muchos estilos de Looney Tunes que a mí no me gustan y no mantienen la actitud. Una pulga, joder, la pulga es lo que te deberías ganar tú. No soy una pulga, te purga los Rocrux, dado. Has visto, dado que te hago 7 caras, no. Tienes este estilo, dado que tú las paras, no las paras. Las ventosas te las tragas, son las cosas que no dagas. MR puntuado tiene el dual en dagas, ey. Te mata como quieras, es la ley. Vuelve otra vez para enseñarte que en la flor soy un sensei, soy un bonsai del freestyle como 6. A mí me da igual si estás en la granja, luego os dormiréis o os quedaréis en la granja. Os voy a dar un poco más de rap y os voy a cambiar la franja. ¿Tú quieres la receta? Pues yo tengo 2 maquetas. La primera empezó en ese coño y la segunda acabó en tus 2 tetas.
Tiempo. Aquí ha estado Mr. Ego. Minutazo, rap puro. Improvisado 100%. Os explico, mi gente. Ahora vamos con personajes contrapuestos. Nos olvidamos de Mr. Ego, nos olvidamos de Mark. Cada uno va a adoptar un rol distinto, ¿vale? Y se van a enfrentar entre ellos. ¿Qué tocará? Será algo de nuestros amigos de Madrid Urban, supongo, ¿no? Madrid Urban Sport. Perfecto. Phoenix, suéltamela. 3, 2, 1, dáselo.
Yo no sé ni montar en bicicleta, pero tengo las tablas, tengo las tabletas para hacerte la regleta, primo. Soy el Mr. Ego y la dinamita de tu próximo quitamiedos.
El quitamiedos llega al coche y no se parte. Yo vine a hacerlo bien con un rap que se reparte. Me pongo a rapear y tú te quedas embobado como viendo a Tony Hawk volando encima del cuartel.
Tony Hawk hace freestyle, el Mr. Ego te lo hace aquí, no es un skate de Van Dyne. Pues claro que sí, de 2 te clavo 3 en freestyle. Joder, yo tengo una BMX, me llaman Devon Smile.
Menos mal que en este deporte se habla. En el otro yo me enfadaba y reventaba la tabla porque no me salía el truco y no sabía grindar. Así que tuve que dejarlo para ponerme a rapear.
Para rapear has visto cómo tengo los grilletes. Yo no voy a invertir en eso mis billetes porque yo soy de esos que te sacan el machete. No va con una BMX sino con una moto del 47.
A mí las motos me la pelan, pero cuando voy al skatepark yo voy ya sobre ruedas. Sea la BMX o sea lo que tú quieras contar, o sobre ruedas o sobre ese manillar.
Sobre ese manillar, yo no tengo una bemeta, tengo una vereta letal que te metas, entrometas la metralleta verbal que se conecta. Joder, no tengo un skate, tengo más tablas, más maquetas.
Yo iba a patinar un rato al skatepark aquí al lado. Y uno que montaba en BMX se partió el cuello y la verdad estuvo guapo.
Estuvo guapo el que se partió el cuello, porque luego quien los recogen son ellos. Esos funerarios guapos, has visto esos funerarios feos. Yo te hago una BMX cada vez que rapeo.
No me puedes ver a mí con la emoción que tenía al sacarme el 360 flip. Así, tranquilamente, no es pardilla. De repente un día, pues, me partí la rodilla.
Se partió la rodilla, yo soy el mago, me deshago, te hago un tomahawk, has visto en un sarcófago la clavo. Yo no te hago un 360 flip, pero dejo a 360 flipando con lo que hago.
Última.
Flipando con lo que hago, lo que hace mi amigo. Estamos aquí rapeando más tranquilos. Fíjate si yo soy gilipollas que hacía todo el día pegando botes y me la partía andando tranquilo.
¡Tiempo! ¡Tiempo! Hayan estado Mark y Mr. Ego. Bueno, o Skate contra MX. Por favor, Mr. Pablo. Bueno, os explico. Hemos llegado al final ya de esta exhibición. Lo que vamos a ver a continuación se llama Ronda Deluxe y se van a tirar un compás cada uno, o sea, 4 frases cada uno. Primero a capela. Se van a tirar ida y vuelta, 2 cada uno. Y a la siguiente entra el cronómetro y la instrumental de golpe. Y ahí así, igual que ahora, pero sin temáticas. Os tiráis vosotros, ¿de acuerdo?
Vale.
Lo dicho, mucho silencio, por favor. Todo el público que hay aquí, que no es nadie, ya sabéis, estamos con COVID. Marc, cuando quieras, a capela.
A capela. Eso no me gusta rapear con base aquí, en Alemania o en España.
Sí.
A mí me gusta siempre ir acompañado porque me siento muy solo cuando la jodida base no me acompaña.
Sí.
Ya, así lo hacemos, tronco. Somos los kings de todas esas reinas. Yo también quería rapear con base, pero rapeo con pandemia. También rapeo con el Marc. Tú lo sabes, brasileña Parch, ¿eh? Mejor intenten valorarnos antes de hacernos un personaje en Valorant. Rap.
Always.
Rapeas con pandemia. Yo también estoy enfermo de esa mierda y no se me pasa. Tengo los ojos inyectados en sangre de no haber salido de casa. No tengo ganas ni de ir a comprar el puto pan. Pero bueno, mucho respeto para los que ya no están.
Ya volverán en otro mundo, que eso sí que renta. Volverán vuestros padres, vuestros abuelos y vuestras parientas. Pero aquí venimos a hablar de cosas que sí nos representan. Ya sabéis, en el Twitch, Mr. Ego 030.
Sí, como la instrumental. Está el crono listo. Marc, ¿estás listo, ok?
Estamos listos.
Yo, ¿cómo? Se lo damos en 3, 2, 1. Marc.
El puto Marc para enseñar lo que se cuece. Para que rapee bien y lo veas, me digas qué te parece. La batalla de la historia, al menos nos habremos enfrentado 700 veces.
Por lo menos, neno, vuelve el veneno del hardcore del terreno. A mí me da igual, tronco, yo me dreno como en la mano, hermano. ¿Has visto, tronco, cómo ya podemos? No hace falta tener las llamas para escupir puro fuego.
Dice ya podemos, pero el Marco sí se queja. Dice que podemos, no podemos y no dejan. Estamos rapeando tan tranquilos aquí, no puedes empezar a construir la casa por las tejas.
Eso es lo que hacemos en estos varios puntos. MR.ecos variopinto extinto en este punto. Son mis propios asuntos. El asunto es que no podemos, depende de la voz que hay en asuntos.
Ese es el asunto. Estamos un poco cortados porque no se permiten los insultos. Y es lo que se nos da bien, es lo que se nos da bien. Aquí estamos rapeando al 50%.
Hasta que tenga que aprender taekwondo y cambien los insultos por los golpes tochos. Yo, aquí estamos tocho polvo. Yo tengo una mano que parecen 8.
Bueno, más bien tienes 2 que parecen una. Pero no pasa nada, no tengo lagunas. No me digan nada, hermano, que mucho peor sería no tener ninguna.
Como diría Mano Perro, así lo hacemos, primo. ¿Has visto cómo les encierro? Menos mal que mi estilo ya no se empalaga. Lo que me tengo que hacer, ya tengo a alguien que me las haga.
Ya tiene alguien que se las haga. Espero que no lo digas por mí, te saldrán llagas. ¿Quieres que nos insultemos? Salimos de aquí y nos jodemos.
Sí.
Nos vamos al brasileña. Mi flows has visto que no es una rima pequeña. MR.ego les diseña, les enseña la contraseña. No nos íbamos a insultar excepto por la letra pequeña.
Por la letra pequeña, lo siento. Si yo empiezo a rapear, siempre te remato el centro.
Sí.
Tú te llevas sin duchar desde el año 500.
Yeah.
Yo, desde el año 500. Menos mal que después de eso cobramos 1.300. Así me compro una ducha nueva. Y puedo pagarle el recibo del agua a tu vieja.
Del agua a mi vieja, claro que sí. Si se lo pagas, entonces me quedaré contento. Del año 500, la distancia de seguridad con este jambo son 10 metros.
10 metros. Te pego una hostia que forma un epicentro. Es
Sí.
lo que tiene jugar a videojuegos, no me es problema. Entro en tu casa y tengo supernova en gemas.
Tienes supernova en gemas. Y si quieres, puedes tirar la moneda.
Yeah.
Me la pela, eres el único que va de marca y dan ganas de tirarle monedas.
Última.
Monedas, pues si tantas tienes, luego invítame al brasileña. Fénix, tú no te vengas. Que entonces entramos en quiebra.
Tiempo.
Vaya.
Se nota que tiene hambre, mister. Muy bien, chavales. ¿Veis? Esto al final esto es un deporte más. Se pegan, pero verbalmente, y después se quieren un montón. Así que ya sabéis,
Rap.
aquí está mi hombre Fénix, mi hombre Mister Ego,
Rap.
Mark y Eude. Ya sabéis, esto es Urban Rooster. Ya sabéis que el Madrid Urban Sport este año teníamos que haberla liado. De hecho, íbamos a hacer una BDM, pero bueno, quizá el año que viene nos vemos si nos deja el mundo. Esperemos que sí. Yo me despido desde aquí. Espero que os haya gustado un montón. A mí me ha encantado. Ha estado bonito. Ha estado divertido. Así que nada, seguimos con la programación de Madrid Urban Sport Virtual. Ya lo sabéis, chavales. Make it real. Hasta la próxima.
Rap.